One thing I'm finding out about a lot of men, especially in these incel type communities, the black pill, whatever the fuck, a lot of men just cope with the fact that they don't want a girl. Oh, girls are a complete waste of time. Girls are this, girls are that. Basically being misogynist. But yet they still, when they see a hot girl walk by, they still think in their head, oh, I want to fuck her. So, you see what I mean? You see the contradiction here? Their mouth says a bunch of rubbish, but their brain, which is what their true thing is, says otherwise. Always listen to your brain. Don't just rely on the mouth, bro. Because a lot of people say things that aren't true. A lot of people lie, a lot of people do this, a lot of people do that. So when you speak to someone, don't always go off their mouth. Sometimes go off their body language. Go off their eyes. If their nose gets longer, then you know they're lying. You got to read people. It will really benefit you. You could escape a lot of sneaky, shitty situations by just reading and being more aware of different things. People really say, "Oh, I don't need any girl to talk to. I don't." I've said this before myself, bro. When I kind of gave up going for this girl that I was really into my senior year, I made a whole video on the show. Check it out here. I'm gonna be totally honest. Yes, I wanted to fuck, but that wasn't really the overwhelming main thing in my head when I was like being into her. I was actually really wanting to develop a connection and just have a sort of intimacy thing going on, just something normal. I wasn't even concerned about fucking. Yes, it would be a nice bonus. Who can lie about that? But I actually just wanted to develop an intimate connection. And there's nothing wrong with that. But because of my mistakes and dilly dallying, being around the bush, being scared, listening to my parents' advice, yes, I fucking asked my parents to help me with this shit. I was a grown 18-year-old asking my dad how to fucking what to text this person when she replied to my story. I actually had to ask him what to reply. When he isn't even born in my generation, doesn't even know the online sort of tactics. I just, oh my God, what the fuck was I doing, man? But anyway, going off topic, let's be honest. You want a girl. Maybe not like a long term relationship, but you just want someone to have some fun with, someone that can just be by your side here and there, Someone to visit, someone to just kind of develop a little connection towards. Let's be real. It would be nice. Because the way you handle it matters. Like, if you say to yourself, oh, it's a distraction, then yes, they're probably going to be a distraction. But if you go into the mindset of, oh, they're not going to be a distraction, they're actually going to add a bit of peace, extra happiness, and motivation to my life, then we're talking. It's not always about the girl, it's about your mindset going into this shit. If you believe they're a distraction, they probably will be. If you don't think that they will distract you and be this bad fucking witch, then they won't as much. So the whole thing is when you get at least, let's say, at least a decent girl, they can add to your life. They shouldn't be this big distraction. If you keep thinking every girl is a distraction, that's a you problem, bro. Because that's not the definition of them. That's not really like their whole purpose. Their purpose just be something intimate with some sort of connection, some sort of bond, some sort of different things that they can help you with, like cooking, some of the more feminine related chores and tasks, while you do the more labor type of work. It's like if you have that polarity going on in a relationship, like if you have a difference in power, like if you actually act like a man and she actually acts like a woman, those are the healthiest relationships. Not when one crosses over into the other thing. Like if a girl's really masculine or if a guy's really feminine, those aren't the good ones. The good ones are when they act how they should be. So if you're this man, this alpha man that you say you are, oh, I'm an alpha male, then there's no problem being into a woman. Your dick should get hard in the morning. It fucking should, and mine does. I fap every morning, damn it. I gotta admit, I fap every morning. But I do it in a way, I'm gonna make a separate video on this, but I do it in a way where it gets it over with very fast. 5 minutes max, that's it. And then I go on with my day. But the whole thing is that my dick works. So it's not like I lack testosterone, even though I fap every morning, because my dick still works every morning. Foods help, good foods in the diet, lifestyle really help with that. If you're living a fucking just bottom of the barrel lifestyle, your dick might not work as good. You want to be a man that doesn't have to say he's an alpha man. You should just be the man. If you want to fuck, if you want to talk to this pretty girl, fucking talk to her, man. If you meet the right woman, they can actually be less of a distraction, because if you don't have any girls and you keep like thinking about them and shit, that's distracting your work. But if you actually have a good one, then now that you have a good one, you're not distracted as much, because now you don't have to deal with thinking, oh, I don't have one. They can actually add to your life by motivating you, cheering you up, doing a couple things to help out with, let's say, your so-called business. It actually help your business out and make you more money. It can make your gym sessions better and make you hit more PRs because you have that extra bit of, on the side. I noticed that when I talk to girls or do something with girls, make moves, I tend to have a better gym session. It's not just, oh, they're girls, so I can get PRs and shit. No, it's more like I actually had the balls to talk to this person. Now I'll probably be able to lift more because I have that confidence. Like I proved myself that I can do something. So mindset really matters with just a lot of things in life. Don't say that women are just bad and that they're a distraction. I'm telling you right now, one of the main reasons why I'm lifting or why I lifted was girls and is girls. And most of y'all motherfuckers say, oh, I just lift for myself. Y'all are full of shit. You're literally full of shit. I don't care. I'm saying it right to your fucking face. You're full of shit. If there were no girls in this world, would you still lift? Answer that. Even if, let's say you hesitate for just 1 or 2 seconds, then I already know your answer. Because most of y'all probably wouldn't lift the same way, even if y'all still lift without any girls in the world. You might not lift as hard. You probably won't be as motivated. There's just other men in the world. And you might think it's an easy question to answer, but when you're actually in that situation, a hypothetical situation, it wouldn't be easy. It really wouldn't. My answer would be yes, but I gotta admit it would be hard. I would still lift without girls in the world, but it would definitely be harder, and I would not be afraid to admit that. It would be. So you just gotta start to just realize things and just admit. You gotta admit stuff. There's no every man feels so ashamed of everything. It's so weird. Like if you feel a certain way, you're not like women where you talk about your feelings. Like if you're a man, so if you feel a certain way, kind of just acknowledge it and then do whatever thing you have to do, action wise, to kind of support that or whatever. We thrive off action. Women are more about kind of emotions and feelings and venting and stuff. That's not how we're built. We're built different. We thrive through action. So my whole philosophy here, my whole plan for y'all is don't lie to yourself. Just don't say, "Oh, girls are a distraction. They're a waste of time. They're a waste of money." When in reality, if you see that hot bitch on the sidewalk, you'd want to fuck her. You'd want to talk to her. See how it's a contradiction? So don't lie to yourself. Do whatever is best for you right now and long term if you can do that. Just set yourself up in the best way possible. Be an actual man without having to say you're a man. Just be optimal, all right? Now, if you want to see this video on my rant to do with moderation, bro, then check that shit out. It's funny as, babe. Now, see ya.